Hello and welcome to a beginning of September sparkly things video. Oh, I really should be wearing the thing that I bought for myself. And that is lavender jade bangle. Yep, this is a keeper. I got it cheaper than I normally would because it is sadly broken, but I'm going to take it to my jeweler to fix the clasp for me. So that is going to be a little treat for me because why not? Why not? Can you see I've got I put hand cream on that's like slightly sparkly as well. I don't know if you can see it under this light, but can you see it slightly sparkles? Anyways, just for you guys. Right, I was asked a question by user Austin Cart, which I think is a genius name. And they just asked, like, when I'm going through the charity shops and, you know, I suppose car boot sales and all of these kind of things, looking for jewellery, what is it that I'm looking for? And there's no real easy answer to that. I mean, I suppose the easiest things are I'm looking for gold and silver that's reasonably priced, and gemstones, and designer names and good brand names, and but it's so hard to say. Things that I like, things that I think other people will like. But I think just by watching these videos, you'll kind of hopefully get some sort of you know, idea of the kind of things that might sell or that I might like to buy, and hopefully maybe even a few names or a few styles or design periods or things that you can look out for yourself, that you might be able to find. None of this has come from anywhere like unusual, you know, like specialty auctions or anything like that. They've just come from me looking around charity shops, car boot sales, table sales, that kind of thing. So things that everyone has access to. And yeah, this is what I do for a living, and I blooming well love it. Anyways, enough of the sparkly hands. Let's show you big beaded things first. Big beaded things. Now, I like these big beaded things because they're big and they're beaded. And they do look a lot like, especially with these clasps, a lot like Gerda Lindgard. Gerda Lindgard, who sadly died recently, apparently. From the... No, not Gerda Lindgard, sorry. No, one of the Money's designers. Was it Gerda? No. It was on their Instagram. Anyway, maybe it was the husband. I can't remember. Somebody died and I can't remember who it is. That's really bad. Anyways, Money's designs, M-O-N-I-E-S, kind of similar to these. So they like the chunky gemstones all the way around, big statement necklaces, unusual clasps, and really nice materials. These are not them, but these are kind of similar in style, and that's why people sort of like them. They're in the general psyche, I suppose. This is dyed mother of pearl, so slightly dyed pink mother of pearl on this like kind of like scrunchy material, I suppose. And then these are all, I think maybe like dyed coconut perhaps, but I really like the contrast of like the neons in there as well. I thought that was quite cool. And again, unusual clasps, which is kind of fun. And then I picked up some really colourful beads, which I thought were pretty awesome. So these I picked up at the car boot sale. There was this necklace with sort of matching bracelet, but I would probably sell them separately because not everybody wants to wear both, and you know, maybe not at the same time. Maybe some people don't like you know, wearing necklaces and bracelets because they're really reasonably chunky. So these are glass and then wood. So these are like the Murano style, you know, like cane glass, or like all smushed together. So really interesting because they're in lots of different colors as well. They can sometimes be called trade beads. They can sometimes be like Venetian beads. There's lots of different kind of names for them, but they are certainly of a style of like a trade bead style. They're kind of cool, and I do like that it's got a chunky bracelet as well, but like I said, when it comes to listing them, I would probably list them separately. I picked up some nice vintage necklaces as well, beaded necklaces. So this would be a Murano style as well. It's got See, it's got little flecks of gold in there as well. So that's quite pretty, isn't it? And this really lovely pale blue. These can sometimes come on rolled gold. I'm not sure. I don't think this is going to be rolled gold wire. I think this is more modern. If this was, when I say modern, this is probably 1950s. And the rolled gold versions of these, as I'm sure I've shown quite a few times on here, from the Art Deco period, would be more of a rolled gold. This one, probably 1970s, and this one has got lots of lovely gemstones on there. Look at that chatoyancy. Fabulous. Really, really nice. So we've got tiger's eye on here, and possibly even like dyed tiger's eye, because they all have that sort of same, see, chatoyancy, which is like that linear kind of shine that moves about. But really pretty. I think that's it's kind of fun. And so those are things that I would look out for, that shouldn't be too expensive either. Like, I don't think any of these I paid a ridiculous amount for. This I picked up, it's not amber, but I just love that it is actually plastic, although I'm pretty sure if you shine a thingammy on it, it might show some plastic resin. No, maybe. I would say a bit of a no, because resin, amber is a resin. But it's nice, this is nice quality, it's hand knotted in between, and lovely, really tactile beads. So that's why I picked that one up. That was from a jewellery dealer. And then this one we found in the mystery unboxing on my whatnot shows. So this one has silver clasp, silver findings, leather work, all tied together, these beads, and these are indeed amber. And look at that, look at the lovely swirling on that one. That's a fabulous one. You can tell why, that's why they put that as the focal one. That's really cool, isn't it? So amber will not have seams on it, or shouldn't have seams on it. If it's got seams on it, then it's probably plastic. But it will feel like plastic. So that's why you might find a lot of times that amber is sold in the costume jewellery section for a bit cheaper. Just like I picked this one up not so long ago, because people think it's plastic, which, you know, they might be right. But this one is amber, so I did check. You can see it probably best on those ones there. So 3 different colour types of amber with hematite in between and sterling silver findings. So that was quite nice as well. So yeah, look in the costume jewellery sections and you might be lucky enough to find bits like that. Some more chunky necklaces. I picked up this one. I think I need to shine this one up a bit actually, because I think this might be silver plated. I just thought this was kind of fun and unusual, and then it's by this brand Ubu Paris. And of course I'm going to pick up a baker that says Paris on it just so that I can research it. Not terribly high-end or anything, but still kind of reasonably sought after. Sterling silver findings on a leather cord. And like I said, if I polish this up with that mother of pearl, I think that would look quite striking. But yeah, I like picking up things with names on, especially names that I've never had before, so that I can do a bit of research. That's always fun. So I'm going to have some of my coffee as well. So yeah, and I did pick up another name one that I hadn't heard of before. So this one, it's got a little crystal, little cut crystal there, just on this plain beaded, like ball chain. But it is signed, well, it's made in the USA, and it's Liz Palacios, San Francisco. Now, I've had a very similar tag that said made in the USA. And what's their name? Oh my God, I'm not going to remember it now. I've got one for sale on my eBay. Let me have a quick look. Listings, active. Oh my word, I can't remember what it is. Kenny Ma, that's it, Kenny Ma. Very similar tag. So I'm wondering if it comes from like the same set of designers, the same warehouse maybe. But again, something to pick up and and research. As long as it doesn't cost that much, I'm happy to pick up someone that I don't know. Just like in life. Some names that I do know though, and I think most people know, is Swarovski. So Swarovski, you can tell by the swans. So that's the little swan dangle, and normally there is a swan sometimes on the clasp as well. Is it on this one? Can't see it on this one, but this does have the swan dangle on it, and so does the matching bracelet. Or does it? Maybe not. Maybe this one is just an anomaly and it just has the swan dangle. But that is a nice little set. Definitely Swarovski crystals in there, so that's quite pretty. So Swarovski's a good name to look out for. I have another one as well. This one, which is a hell of a lot more delicate, and there you go, it has got the swan on the clasp there and on the dangle. But how pretty is this one? It's got beautiful little green crystals, and then at the bottom, beautiful little 4-leaf clovers for luck as well. Gorgeous. And this will be rhodium plated rather than silver plated, whereas their gold ones would be gold plated, so that would be gold plated there. But isn't that gorgeous? I love that little green teardrop as well. So Swarovski, good name to look out for. Another popular name to look out for is Fossil. They have nice clasps on theirs. They almost look like handcuffs, don't they? They do quite unisex jewellery a lot of the time, and a lot of it in stainless steel. So I quite like this stuff. It's always very popular, and if you find their watches as well, they're always quite good. Same with Storm watches. That's another good one, so look out for those. And then I've got a couple of bangles that are pretty cool names as well. This one I'd never heard of before. Black and CG or Siggy. Apparently, I think they are a USA brand, handmade stuff. It's kind of unusual. And then this one, most people should know, signed A and S in there for Atwood and Sawyer. And they do make lovely kind of, some of it is sold on like QVC and stuff. But before that, it was sold in like nice department stores and things. Gold plated, probably Swarovski crystals in there as well, or at least definitely Austrian crystals, but really nice kind of classic looking jewellery is Atwood and Sawyer. And they do some really fun brooches as well, like lovely animal ones and things. The animal ones, especially the snake ones, I've had a couple of times now, and they always sell for really, really nice money as well, like top dollar. Speaking of animal brooches, I always like to pick them up because people have their favourite animals, don't they? So I like to pick up animal shaped brooches, especially if they're cheap enough and especially if they're timely, which I will show you about in a minute. I picked up these that are fun. I'm sure I've had this cow before, but I haven't had the little piggy. They're so sweet, aren't they? Kind of cute, very light. I think made out of steel, quite likely. But he looks like a bit like an angry cow. That can be me sometimes, and a big fat pig, also me. I got a beautiful Pride of Lions. How sweet are they? They've got little sparkly eyes as well, but you've got like dad, mum and son, except they've all got manes, so technically that should be like granddad, dad and grandson, I suppose. They've all got manes, but handsome Pride of Lions. And then of littler cats. Now this is what I mean by timely. We've got Halloween coming up soon. I've had this brooch quite a few times in gold and in silver, and it always sells. I think I even gave one to Heather the Treasure Pirate once. But yeah, isn't it cute? You can't resist a little cat on a broomstick, and then just a little cat puffing its little chest out as well. People love cats, people love dogs. I don't have any dog brooches this time. I do have some sparkly birds on a branch, which I think was rather adorable too. I don't know why there's a faux pill next to them. Who knows? Ooh, that's thunder happening outside. Oh, that's cool. I thought that was the cat running down the hallway then, but no, that was thunder coming from outside. I do love a thunderstorm. Love it. Other animals, got a little crab. So good for Cancerians. Carved out of mother of pearl, that one. He's quite sweet. They've even painted his little eyes. And just in case he gets wet, he came with an umbrella as well. Also carved out of mother of pearl. So put the umbrella over it. Oh look, if he could hold the umbrella, that would be so cute. Love him. And then my biggest brooch, possibly that, maybe nearly that I've ever had, is this one. It's gorgeous, big, kind of salamander. He's got sort of a faux marker seat on the back to him. So they like pinch the metal to make it look like marker seat. But it really does feel like scales on his back, which is quite cool. No maker, which is such a shame. But yeah, isn't he huge? He would be a really cool, like going up past a lapel onto a shoulder. How awesome would he look? Love him, love him. Very popular during Art Deco times as well. And then I've got a Figural piece. I thought she was kind of fun. She reminds me of the, there's a Blur album called Leisure with a lady on the front within a swimming cap. And it just sort of reminded me of that. But look, she's a diver. So, boink, sploosh, yay. So again, with the Olympics on at the moment, there could be someone that's, you know, really wanting to get into the sports and stuff that might like that. Nice gift. And then another Figural item. How cute is this? Little beaded couple just waving. Hiya! So little handmade. I'm presuming African because of the colours of the beads. I'm presuming. But yeah, aren't they glorious? Lovely little crown on him as well. She's got nice long hair and they're both waving. Cute. What else do I look out for then? Big chunky bangles. We love a big chunky bangle in plastic. Again, as long as they don't cost loads, you know, if they're like 50p a pound, they don't sell for loads, but they're quite nice. And if you can stack a few up together, they always look quite cool. Of course, we all know the ones that we're looking for are the Jackie Brazil ones, Sobral, which has a signature in them. These are sadly not Jackie Brazil. When I picked this one up, I was like, oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. And it doesn't matter how many times I turn it round. The signature still isn't there. But it is so beautifully retro 60s, 70s kind of looking, isn't it? So I do like that one. Can you hear it? I'll pause the music a minute. It's just a distant rumbling. Ooh, I love it. I love it. And then, because I do love picking up these random plastic things, I got a bunch of earrings as well. And I think these are ace. So these are all acrylic. And they've all got these beautiful like ombre. So we've got pink going into blue there. And we've got like pink going into yellowy orange. And then I think this one is my favourite, kind of the turquoise going into the yellow there. Absolutely love them. They probably won't sell for loads, I can't imagine. But I still really enjoy them. Things I do like to pick up as well are obviously things in boxes. So I'll show you them at this point. But obviously I can't put them on here because it'll fill up. Some of you might remember some of these from when I went out sourcing in other places. So this one is Stella & Dot. It's a good name. This is a rather pretty little adjustable friendship bracelet. So I do like to get things that people can give away as gifts as well. Obviously, like the outsides are a little bit dented on this one, but I mean as a little stocking filler. That's all right. This one, how cute is this? Little silver hedgehog. And it's in sterling silver, these cute little paw prints. How adorable is that? So these might be coming to a Whatnot show at some point closer to Christmas. This one, so this is a Welsh kind of gift shop, I think. And Gemwaith Defana, I think is how you would say it. I don't know what it means. But this was the gorgeous handmade out of sterling silver and beaten little seagull. I thought he was really cute. He came on a chain that wasn't silver though, and I'm like, why? So I will add a silver chain to him, but I thought he was completely adorable. I also bought this from Shipton & Co. Fine Jewellery. I'm pretty sure that this is silver because I'm almost positive that I've got the matching brooch and earrings somewhere in my collection. Isn't it gorgeous? And not only that, there's a ruby in the middle. Can you see how it shines bright pink under the UV light? Cool, isn't it? But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll have a complete, well, a demi-parure. This is one of my favourite finds. I absolutely love this one. I would be tempted to keep it, but I know that I just wouldn't wear it. Bill Skinner. Sometimes you will see necklaces signed with a B like that, with like an S running through it. And I always forget who it is, and I'm going to try and remember who it is now. But how adorable is this ring? It is a leopard holding a moonstone. I mean, completely adorable. Who wouldn't want that? That is so much fun. They can go for quite a bit of money. Their necklaces are particularly popular. I've got a teddy bear one, but unfortunately it's missing some crystals, which is a shame. But yeah, cute, isn't it? And then I got this big box the other day. I think I was up in my stay getting this one. This is a lovely Celtic necklace. Carrick, also in sterling silver, signed... Oh, KJM possibly, I can't remember now. But anyway, beautiful Celtic designs. This isn't in sterling silver, this is in pewter and silver plate. But look at that, gorgeous, almost looks like an ammonite, doesn't it? But lovely Celtic designs. This is, there you go, made in Ireland. Gorgeous. I love it. And that it comes in the presentation box is rather fabulous. So those are my things in boxes over there. Right, what else? Oh yeah, so a little name brand. This is only Accessorize, but it's Z from Accessorize, or Z by Accessorize. But they tend to use gold plate over copper or brass, but then with real gemstones. So I think these are aventurine stones, and they're really, really nice for layering. They tend to do really lovely, delicate little layering pieces, a lot like that kind of Swarovski look. But yeah, they use a lot of gemstones and crystals in their bits. And again, they don't sell for loads. They're not high-end earners or anything. But if you can pick them up for like 50p, you can probably flip them for around about the £8 to £10 mark, depending on how nice it is. Avon. Yes, I picked up some Avon. I know, crazy, isn't it? But again, it was a little matching set. I have sold both those and those together and separately before. I will probably sell these separately because someone might like the kitsch, draggy campness of some bezel set. Oh my God! Wow! Wow! That was a cracker. That was right over us. Oh my God. Oh, I do love a thunderstorm. Oh, I feel all tingly now. That was huge. Oh, yeah. Whew. Okay, yes, bezel set stuff. Always good, always popular. Especially, I mean, this is Avon, but if you can get the Swarovski crystal ones, they do sell for around about the £30 to £40 mark, sometimes even more. But that's a fun little set, isn't it? All tingly now. These ones, slightly higher quality than the Avon ones, because these are proper crystal ones. Look at that beautiful green glass in there. These are gold plate, I think. I had a necklace very similar, and I did find out that it was like a made in the USA brand, but obviously on earrings it's really hard to brand them unless they're on their card. But these are gorgeous graduated drops as well, beautifully faceted, and that green color is just absolutely stunning. I wonder if we're going to get any more thunder and lightning now. Tingly tingly. Remember last time I had lots of Brutalism stuff? Not so much this time. I've got 2 bits of Brutalism for you. This one, which is a rather fabulous bracelet. It is missing its safety chain, but that's no biggie. But how lovely is that? That's stacked up with a few more, like maybe a tank bracelet or maybe some like thinner bangles, like one that I'll show you in a bit. That would look amazing. Oof. And then this one, oh, I was going to show you the other Brutalist bit. I'll show you that in a minute. Just because I thought of tank bracelet and of Cartier. Cartier, this is very much a Cartier inspired piece, but look at that leopard. He's a slider as well, which is really cool. This is unsigned. Like, why would you make something so cool and yet unsigned? There is a little bit of a ding to it there, if you can see, but I'm sure I could possibly hammer that back into place. But I just love that he's a leopard slider. My God, the rain is so coming down. It's amazing. Oh, lush. And yeah, this was the Brutalist brooch that I got. Isn't that fabulous? I think I bought this at the car boot the other day as well. Absolutely love it. I even love the back of it. Now it is signed there. I think it's a Sphinx item. It very much looks like their kind of finish, and it has got a number, a design number on the back there. So a lot of times if you see numbers that aren't, say, like 925 or 375, things like that, they're going to be design or patent numbers. So don't be thinking that this is like this 1598 that it is 1598 gold, because that's not a thing. But isn't that awesome? Beautiful, like double texture. So we've got this kind of like honeycomb, and then this like almost chiseled out marquise kind of cut out bits. But yeah, that's lush. Love a bit of Brutalism. Oofed. And why not? This, I think, might be a bit of jewel craft. I'm not sure if that is one of their tags, but jewel craft, Coro. Very kind of similar. Coro, I think, is the American version, and jewel craft the British one, or the other way around. I can't remember. It is not signed though. They normally jewel craft tend to sign on their earrings as well. I'm not sure if this is one of their tags, but I'm sure someone out there can let us know. But it is very similar. Very much a nice autumn piece, that, isn't it? In the gold tone with the leaves. Nice autumn wear. Autumn people kind of like the more coppery tones, the amber tones and things like that. So I have bought a couple of autumny looking pieces. How beautiful is this? So copper reflections, designed by Tony. So hello Tony, thank you for designing this. Out of brass and copper. Isn't that beautiful? Here we go. Designed are etched through brass, and the inside design is copper plated and the frame is gold plated. Gorgeous. Can you see it there? There we go, you can still see it there. Nice. Can we see everything? There we go, all good. And then obviously some nice autumn leaves, but this is probably Canadian maple leaf, isn't it? But it's got beautiful autumn colours on it. And then this is by Bond Boyd, Toronto. There you go, made in Canada. I have got some Bond Boyd stuff, which is sterling silver and gold for May as well. So a decent name to look out for if you can get it cheap enough. I don't want to drown the lady there. And then just some standard, nice enough brooches. Cloisonne is always popular. This one is by Fish or Sea Gems? This is by Fish, and they've literally got, or Fish and Crown actually, which is a picture of a fish with a crown on it. I'm not actually sure if that's their name or if it actually just is Fish, because everyone just calls it Fish and Crown. But yeah, nice bit of cloisonne. Very big in the 80s and 90s was cloisonne. Made or sold a lot in past times. I thought this brooch was fun because it's a strawberry, and who doesn't love a bloody big strawberry? And then this one just kind of gave me a sort of, well, it looks like a little face to me for a start. Plus it had little Aztec vibes. Plus I can kind of see like a panda in it or something, or some kind of bear. And also a little bit like No Face from Spirited Away. So if you can see all of that things in that brooch, you might have taken as many drugs as me. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Oh, I picked up the tiniest little, how cute. How cute is this little tin? It's ceramic. How beautiful on the top there. And then it's by Halcyon Days Enamels. And these can fetch some decent money. Again, not in the, you know, tens and tens, but certainly in the tens. Really pretty, depending on the design on the top, obviously. But I thought that was pretty adorable, with the little flowers and daisies and butterfly. Nice little stash tin. Oh, this is a little chunk of a charm bracelet. Isn't it a shame that it's not like 9-carat gold? But I thought the charms on it were adorable. So we've got a little Aladdin's lamp, a giraffe, we've got a Shiva, is it Shiva? And then a lantern, and then a leaping gnu, I'm gonna say. And then a guy with a rickshaw, and then this tankard. So it's almost like a traveling sort of touristy collection, I should imagine. But pretty adorable anyway, isn't it? I wouldn't take the charms off it. I think it all looks lovely as a collection together. And that was someone's adventure, I think. Coming back into fashion now, which is quite cool, is Toledo Damascene and Damascene in general. Damascene is it's kind of how they turn the metal black and then carve like into the gold plating that they put on it, which is pretty cool. So the Japanese Damascene is beautiful and sometimes done with 24-karat gold as well. This is a Spanish one, so very popular in the 1970s, 60s and 70s. And I do like to pick them up. They don't sell for loads, but they are having a little bit of a resurgence in the market. So again, if you can get them at reasonable prices, that's pretty cool. Picked up this one in Cowbridge the other day. From a distance I thought it might have been scarabs, and then you look closer and they're actually these beautiful little floral designs, but also they're kind of like in like little spider webs, and I thought it had like a really nice kind of gothic-y look to it. It turns out that this possibly is Czechoslovakian glass in very much a Max Niger style. So one of these is listed for $60. In fact, the identical one of this. But then someone else has listed it as Moroccan. I can sort of see where they're coming from, like the Moroccan style, like, you know, looks a bit like the tiles and stuff. But this is definitely a pressed glass. So I would say I'm leaning more towards the Czechoslovakian glass, and especially because that would mean that that it's cool. Well, it's cool anyway. But Czechoslovakian glass is also sought after, especially if it was Max Niger. These are some interesting earrings. I would say these were probably more maybe not Moroccan, maybe, I don't know, maybe they are a bit Berber. I've been to the Berber Museum in Morocco, and they certainly had things like this, but then it could also be like Indian, possibly Balinese. Very unusual though. Your keywords for that would just be like ethnic tribal, because us Westerners, we are terrible at identifying other cultures sometimes, as I have just proven. This is pretty groovy. I love these earrings. I found these at the car boot sale the other day. They are signed Asti, not like Asti Spumante, but you know, But aren't they fabulously 80s, like ear climbers, gorgeous crystals in there as well. Absolutely stunning statement earrings. Completely love them. Would be scared to wear them myself. I'm not scared, but you know, I know I could pull it off, but I probably wouldn't. Oh, this I got because they're tulips. Isn't this adorable? Little carved mother of pearls beads in the shape of tulips. I think that's absolutely adorable. Possibly say like 1940s, 1950s. A lovely little layering piece, or just for a very classic kind of Jackie Kennedy, Jackie Onassis sort of look as well. Lush. Some 70s modernist. So I love this because it's got the cube, crystal cube on there on stainless steel, sometimes signed as well. A lot of the time made in the UK. And again, they've had a little bit of a comeback recently as well. Don't sell for loads, in the tens, but you know, pick them up cheap enough. This necklace is gorgeous. These always sell and sell pretty quickly as well. This is iris glass, watermelon glass, rainbow glass, whatever you want to call it. I call it iris or rainbow glass. As you can see, it's just got little, little flecks of colours in there. I love the construction of this as well. It's got rivets on the back, rivets. So I think 1940s on this one. It doesn't have an AB coating, which was of course made in like the 1950s. So you can kind of age it that way, but lush. There you go, kitty. You can wear the little iris colour. These I got at the car boot, and she was like, oh, I bought those at Buckingham Palace. I'm like, oh, bless. But I do like them because they are tiny little Fabergé eggs. So these are, now I've got no way of verifying these, but these are gold plated with Swarovski crystals and enamel, and they are of a Fabergé design, because I think it's the granddaughter of Fabergé has kind of taken over the studio again and has re-released a lot of the old designs as contemporary costume jewellery. These got a nice little weight to them considering that they are so small. But yeah, really beautiful, delicate little Fabergé egg. Fabergé egg. I'm going to put them back in there. Pop them there. Fabergé egg. And then some more fabulous earrings. I just got these because I like these, and they're purple and sparkly. There's no maker on them, which is such a shame. There would have been a maker on the card, but yeah, you don't keep the cards a lot of the time, do you? No, shame. And then this I picked up because I was like, oh, well, that's a bit weird. So I bought that from the same person that I bought a bunch of silver from, and the jade bangle and that big chunky necklace. I bought this from her as well. And I was like, what is it? And she's like, I don't know. And then I was like, surely this fob bit comes out. And I was right, it does. And there's a little bit of cotton wool in there. So I think it's one of those, no, I can't think of the word now. Why do words escape me when I'm doing this? Anyway, you would put like a little bit of perfume in there and wear it so that you could wave it around and it would smell nice. And it could possibly go on your chatelaine, which would be quite nice, wouldn't it? But I like how it's got that, is that Turkish, like an Ottoman kind of look to it, with an elephant on the other side. And then that is just, oh no, that is glass. It is glass. I thought it was plastic. It is glass. But yeah, I just thought an unusual little fob kind of thing, isn't it? It's a curiosity anyway. We like it. Right, we're on to the more spenny stuff now. More spenny. Oh, I bought some cutie patooties. Right, I had to pick these up. They'd overpriced it, but still, I had to pick it up. This is 14 karat rolled gold, and then beautiful labradorite and moonstone beads. Such a beautiful, delicate little item. Again, nice for layering or wearing on its own. but labradorite and moonstone are such pretty little stones. You can't quite see the little flashes there, which would be quite appropriate with the thunder and lightning, but it does look like storm clouds, and I really like those stones, and their combination together is really pretty. I always try and pick up either rose gold or heavy gold plated bangles. This one, nice clasp on it, that'll have a patent number. And there you go. This one is 50 microns thick, which is a very, very heavy gold plate. Most gold plated items are between 1 and 5 microns thick. So say for example on your Atwood and Sawyer there, that is counted as gold plated, and that would be a maximum of like 5 microns thick, and then this is 50. So a decent percentage of the weight of this bangle would be gold. Plus it's got really lovely etching on it as well. I picked up this one. It is a St. Christopher. That is a George Jensen design, but this is not signed George Jensen. So I'm wondering whether, I don't know, like, are they allowed to copy designs? Because that, like that modern, like, old modernist sort of design with the cars and the plane is a George Jensen design. And if this was in gold, this tiny little thing would be in the hundreds. That's why I picked it up, just on the off chance. But George Jensen would be hallmarked as well, and as you can see, there are sadly no hallmarks there. And it is, again, it's not testing as gold, or at least I can't quite get it to stay testing as gold, but there is definitely a huge gold content to it. So I'm going to say again, this is very heavy gold plated, but very cool. I don't mind that it's, well, I do mind that it's not gold, but I like that it's a George Jensen design. And then it's a bit more roll gold. These are hilarious and I absolutely love them. So I bought these from one of my jewellery ladies as well. How cute are these pigs? So these again are in roll gold. Decent weight to them as well. But they're completely adorable, aren't they? The detail on them is superb. Their little faces, their little trotters. I think they're so handsome. I did buy them hoping that they would magically turn into gold on the way home, but they never did. But they definitely are at least a roll gold. They're so much fun. I love them. Little piggies. See, people have their favourite animals, and some people have pigs as their favourite animals. Right. Now on to the silvers, okay? Let's start with the big chunkiest bit. This is mad, isn't it? Ironstone? Isn't it glorious? So I picked this up the other day. It is a heck of a chunk. And absolutely wonderful. Like that on a really, really long, chunky chain, which I'm sure I'll be able to find, would look marvellous. Or even on a bit of cord, I think would look super cool. But yeah, really unusual that, isn't it? Again, a very 70s look. Oh, there's more rumbling coming. Gemstones I pick up. Pearls aren't in fashion, and I say that, and I sold 3 pearl necklaces this week. These are real pearls on a sterling silver clasp, not particularly old, but people do still like that classic look. I've seen a lot of men wearing them as well. And obviously Vivienne Westwood does a lot in pearls, especially if you can get like a nice big chunky cross and hang that from there. It's a very punk look, very punk. So there is still time for pearls, don't worry guys. This one I picked up, I was like, I'm sure that's a sterling silver clasp, but it looked like gunmetal at first, and I'm like, nah, I reckon that's just tarnished silver. Same with all the beads on there as well. I think it's just tarnished silver, and then the actual beads on there, the purple ones and the pink ones. So we have got rose quartz and amethyst with lovely little sterling silver beads in between. Real pretty. That'd be nice for Halloween. Can you imagine wearing that with, say, like an amber strand together? Where did I put that amber one? Like very Halloweeny. Oof. Oh, that's a look, isn't it? That could be really cool. I do like to pick up gold vermeil as well. This is a very nice one. It's got like star etched in it. which is rather handsome. So this is gold over sterling silver. I thought it might have been 70s, but no, it's got a modern clasp on it. It's signed D. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's like a shopping channel brand. But the design on it is a very 70s kind of design with this sort of flat curb chain with the star etching. It's a very kind of nice unisex look as well, and a great layering piece. Oh, and then I got some beautiful, beautiful bracelets. Okay, we'll do bracelets. How many brooches have I got? Only one brooch. Only one silver brooch, but it is a lovely one. This cute little thing, it is stamped 925, just there. Delicate little bracelet with, how gorgeous is that? A little resin encased dried flower. Super cute. Some more jade, all different colours of jade this time. Well, I think that one's a jade, and then that's possibly an onyx, and then a yellow jade and a lavender jade, and then that might be carnelian there as well, and that might be a quartz. But how pretty is that? I didn't actually check to see if it was silver or gold. Hold on. Imagine if this is gold now. Does that say 925 or 585? It's going to say 925. It's okay. It's 925. Can you imagine? If something just magically turned into gold, that's a hint at something that comes up later as well. It just turns into gold after I bought it. But yeah, I really like that one. I did consider keeping that one, but I'm going to keep my lavender bangle properly because I think it's gorgeous. I mean, it is lush, isn't it? Oofed. And next is this one. How beautifully Art Deco. It's a modern one. Modern in sterling silver. But look at these beautiful baguette cut stones. Gorgeous. Set in a very Art Deco style. That is absolutely stunning, that. Really super pretty. I am wearing my Links of London today. I like this. I bought that from Car Boot as well. But I think that design, even though it's a modern piece, that's a really nice classic design, that, isn't it? Very nice for a Christmas do, cocktail party. This beautiful cuff bangle, it's a shame it's not actually signed, but how nice is that? It's got a little bit of sticky stuff on it there. But nice bit of almost Sleeping Beauty turquoise. There's just a tiniest little flaw in it there. But it could be Sleeping Beauty turquoise and mother of pearl. I like how they've cut these little notches out so it kind of looks like a feather. So very southwestern Navajo style. Beautiful, reasonably weighty cuff, that as well. That's a stunner. And then this needs a good polish, but I don't want to dip it. This has got to be done with an actual polish, because if you dip it, you'll damage even further the butterfly wing that's inside. It has got a slight bit of damage, so it has gotten wet at some point, quite possibly, but you can still see the beautiful shine to it. And then I love these little kind of leaf hearts that are around it as well. It's possibly a Thomas Mott, because that's a very popular maker of like the butterfly wing designs, which will pop up in a bit because I've got another bit. But yeah, nice to find a brooch, and a nice bar brooch as well, which is quite handsome. You can still see it there. Yes, that's okay then. Oh, a random bit of silver. This was weird. I picked this up the other day. So a little like fully hallmarked case, and so for your fully hallmarked sterling silver toothpicks. Isn't that unusual? People might go, yeah, whatever, I use my sterling silver toothpicks all the time. But yeah, they're only from 2000, so they're vintage, they're not old. But I had to pick them up because I'm like, yeah, why not? Someone like, and as you can see, like they're the little plastic bits are still on them, so it's not like they've been used, so it's not like a, ew, gross. Yeah, I just thought that was cool. You could be totally bougie, be in a restaurant and just, you know, after your dinner, just pick at your teeth, because that's lovely in public, but with your sterling silver toothpicks, it's definitely more acceptable, isn't it? Oh, I have got another silver brooch, but this one needs fixing. So it just needs a couple of crystals in there and there. But he is gorgeous. I haven't tested his eyes. No, he hasn't got... Oh, is he? I think he might have ruby eyes, you know. There's definitely a little glimmer of something there. But he is gorgeous. He is sterling silver. He is quite old, because he doesn't have a roll over clasp. I think at some point, maybe he might have even been gold plated. Like there's gilt on him. Or, do you know what? There's bloody layers there. I wonder. Might be gold on bottom, silver on top, you know. But he is gorgeous. He's going to possibly come to a Whatnot show at some point once I've had his stones replaced. So he'll be in my Dark Academia Whatnot show, which is now scheduled for the 13th of October. So make sure you go and bookmark that so that you can join in. And he should be fixed by then. But I love him. I love him. I do. I love him. Didn't pick up lots of silver earrings this time, but I have got these. This is a brand. It's quite nice. It's got like wire wrapping around the metal dome underneath and around the silver dome. What is the name on it? Is it Give me Ilaria. Decent brand apparently, so they do sell for like reasonable prices, more than just what a pair of stud earrings should sell for. So that was quite sweet little find. Mojave turquoise. Look at that beautiful green colour. Isn't that absolutely stunning? Just stamp 925 on the back, so again, no makers on these, but I would definitely say that these are like Navajo style, aren't they? Beautiful. That is such a glorious green, isn't it? Just wonderful. Can't remember where I bought them. Car boot sale, I think it was. And then these ones I picked up the other day. They do need a little bit of a shine. Can you hear that thunder again? Wow. But again, a beautiful autumn item, that, because it's in that lovely amber, really beautiful, and like the shape, not the shape, like the colour of autumn leaves, this amber, isn't it? Very popular. And I just love that this triangle's one of my favourite shapes. Third favourite shape? Yeah, third favourite shape is a triangle. First obviously being hexagons, second being hearts, just so you know. Couple of cute little pendants. This one again has a beautiful little moonstone. I keep saying beautiful, don't I? But it's a beautiful little moonstone in there. This is gold over sterling silver. I think it's a little artisan piece. So this might have been made out of precious metal clay, which they've then plated and put in a kiln, and then they've bezel set the moonstone after. But it's all fully tested, and it is sterling silver, at least sterling silver. In fact, precious metal clay tends to be closer to a 950 silver. So cute little item there. And then these two pendants, but they're not earrings, but I got them together and they are both sterling silver. So they could be turned into earrings, or you could have like you and your friend matching, same but opposite, like necklaces if you fancied. So kind of cool. I'll come back to the cool pendant find last. I've got some Pandora charms, one of which I think is kind of sad because it doesn't have the other one to go with it. So I'm guessing that this would be like a mother-daughter one, but I've only got the daughter bit. That's a shame. But the other charms are really nice. This one, oh, it looks like a wrapped up squishy thing. Kind of fun little spacer bead. I will be doing a show coming closer to Christmas where I'll be selling all the Pandora charms that I can find, because they're nice as little Christmas gifts, aren't they? This one's pretty. It's got little flowers with little green gemstones in them. And then this one is possibly my favourite one. So this one is a little pile of books. See, it says textbook there. And then I think somewhere on there it's got the Pandora signature. And then it's a little owl on the top. A little learned owl. So quite like that one. Not bad for Pandora. Right, rings. Oh, it's been a good month for rings actually. So again, I picked up this Pandora. This cost me £1 the other day at the car boot. Pretty little daisies. It's more of a springtime one, that, isn't it? But that would be nice as like a little layering one. So you would have another little stone next to it, such as that. There you go. See, that kind of works. So that's the Pandora one. This one has got a beautiful rutilated quartz in it. So see those gold flakes in there? Isn't that awesome? I do love that. Stones are so cool, aren't they? And then this big bugger, it's just glass. Unfortunately, it's not aquamarine. Can you imagine if it was, or a blue topaz? But it is a proper freaking chunk. In fact, I haven't tested it, but my gem tester isn't on. I'm presuming it's glass. I will test it, and if I find out that it is a topaz, obviously the price skyrockets. But I thought that was a lovely cut stone anyway. Really cool, beautiful colour on it. Really nice. I think I haven't tested this one yet because I only bought this one yesterday, but I think it is silver. So we've got a bit of filigree, and then yeah, that's definitely amber there. Really nice marquise cut to that one. So possibly come into an autumn show at some point soon. And then this one is a garnet. So this will be a little artisan piece as well. So what they've done here is they've got 2 twists for the rings, welded that to their bezel, and bezel set the beautiful garnet in there. That's quite nice. And then a couple more with stones in. This one has just got little twinklers. Little twinklers. Don't think they're diamonds. They might be though. They are small enough to be diamonds, so I will give them a test. But that's quite nice because it just looks like it's been wrapped round loads and loads of times. And then this one's a magnificent little stone. Another beautiful bit of moonstone, labradorite. Probably more labradorite, this one. Got beautiful flashes in it. And that's a right handsome, probably Indian or Balinese piece, this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then some rings without stones. This is a fun little one. It's like a little crown. So again, a nice layering piece. If you've got a band, that would look nice next to it as well. This one's handsome, isn't it? Nice little chunk as well. It's a decent chunk of silver. I think this is probably an artisan piece as well, because you can see where they've done the welding on the inside. But it's really well done, isn't it? Like the detail on the leaf and the little flowers. That's another nice autumny feeling piece. And then this one just looks like all pebbles pushed together, doesn't it? A little bit brutalist in style as well, and a little bit chunky. We quite like that. So that's cool. I know I have got a couple more with stones in. Lainey's favourite stone. Kind of like a mystic topaz, but this one is a foiled back, so this one isn't a real stone. But it is still quite pretty. Is it silver? I can't remember if I tested this one. It says 925, but pretty little thing. Bit of rainbow glass in there. This one's a little chunk of amethyst. I like that it's kind of got a sort of a nod to Art Deco with the shoulders there. Very handsome. And then this one I picked up the other day as well. I just love, look at that. I hope you're picking that up. That's kind of like the shimmer on my skin right now. But it just looks like a little galaxy in there, doesn't it? How cool is that? Adorable. Fit it on that one? Only just. But that's a bruise of a ring, that, isn't it? beautiful like blues and pinks. I love that one. Very cool. Right, we are on to the last 6 things. 5 of them are necklaces. I will show you a little bit more amethyst. I always like picking up these ones. They're relatively inexpensive to pick up. I think this is Indian made as well, but I love these pretty little cabochons of amethyst. Very nice. I've got a moonstone one, very similar actually, somewhere, who knows where, in my hoards. A beautiful salmon. Everyone has their favourite fish. This is the magnificent Celtic leaping lucky salmon, apparently. There is a maker on it as well. It unfortunately is not Oligori. I can't remember who the maker is, but I did find it on Etsy, and brand new these go for about £160. So that's not a bad find, I think. Yeah, can't remember how much I spent, but it certainly was nowhere near that. Oh, right, out of these 3, that one's my favourite, and then out of these 2, which one? Okay, I'll go for this one. So we have got beautiful, can you see in there? Look at all these chunks of opal, little slices of opal. So these are raw. Can you see they're in 3D there? So I absolutely love that. But what I like even more is that this is Scandi sterling. It's even signed Scandi sterling. So how bizarre. I'll have to look up whether there is some kind of opal that comes from Scandinavia, or whether they've just bizarrely done this. I don't know. But it's beautiful looking stone anyway, isn't it? Got some lovely super sparkly bits here today. Next, we've got this stunning citrine in this beautiful Art Deco. Look at the back on that. I really love the back. I love this like really soft dome. So nice. And then this gorgeous, look at that little kind of crown setting. Isn't that stunning? With the littler stones. Isn't that absolutely lush? I love that. That's really super handsome. Maybe more of a summertime piece, but still gorgeous. And then my favourite necklace, actually no, I'm going to save my favourite necklace to the end, and I'm going to show you the thing that turned into gold just after I bought it. So a gentleman had kind of a pile, nowhere near as nice as this, pretty much all costume jewellery, some earrings. I picked up, I was like, oh, how much are your jewellery bits? And he was like, oh, £1 each. It was 6 things, and I was like, would you take a tenner? I mean, would you take a £5? And he's like, yeah, go on, because he just wanted rid. One of them was this, and when I picked it up because it's a new with tags bit, and I was like, oh, so that's, at best, it's going to be, you know, maybe gold-plated sterling silver at best. But it's pretty. And then I get it home and it turns into gold because I managed to find a hallmark on it on the back, and then I test it, and these are topaz, and this is a 2 point something grams of gold and topaz, and so paid for everything that I'd kind of bought that weekend, so I was chuffed with that. So things really do magically turn into gold sometimes. Yep. But then, there you go. This is my favourite item of the week. It is a beautiful bit of Art Deco. Look, how gorgeous is that silver chain? It is stamped TLM for Thomas Mott. I don't know what his middle name is. Thomas Louise Mott, we're going to call him. Thomas Louise Mott. It is some butterfly wing. Look at that. It is a really nice example of it. Beautiful beach, hand-painted palm trees, and a little sailboat. Just to remind us of the holidays that we're not having right now. I know. Let's have a little drink. Right, that's everything, guys. As ever, if you have seen something here that you fancy, my email address is in the description box below. Please do message me. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall see you again next time. Bye bye now. Bye bye.